Fellow Guyanese, good morning. First of all, on this morning and today, as we reflect on the lives of our servicemen and we remember them in prayers, in inspirational moments, I take this opportunity to thank all the religious leaders, the churches, the families, and all Guyanese brothers and sisters, the radio stations, the television stations, who are participating in this very important moment in our country, in uplifting not only the spirits of the families, but also in uplifting ourselves as a country and as a people. It is only when we are uplifted in a singular way that the spirit of the nation, the spirit of our country, the strength of our country can be fully appreciated, fully realized, and the bounties and beauty that comes from this strength of a nation, from the spirit of the nation, will definitely bring not only healing, but will strengthen us and make us better as a people and as a country. Today, I wanted to outline clearly the steps that preceded my decision to agree to a conversation, a meeting with President Maduro of Venezuela. As you're aware, from the inception, we made it very clear that on the issue of our border, the controversy in relation to our border, there is absolutely no compromise. This matter is before the ICJ, and that is where it shall be settled. There is no negotiations on this. There is no compromise on this. As you're aware, the ICJ has already issued orders that call upon Venezuela to ensure that status quo remains. Secondly, as it relates to our allies and our partners, we are tremendously proud of the level of partnership, the expanded partnership, the strength of our partnership. And we are going to continue to strengthen this partnership. For a matter of fact, there are a number of activities that are planned, there are a number of activities that are scheduled. And these activities, these training programs, these exchanging programs will continue as planned. I want to thank all our allies. I want to thank all our friends for the continued show of support, for the continued principled stance in standing up for international law. We have committed ourselves to international law, and that will not change. As you are aware, we had said that Guyana is committed to peace. We are committed to every action that will ensure this region remains a region of peace and a region of stability. We have a commitment to this region to work together to ensure the prosperity, the stability of our region. You have said that we have no objection to any conversation with Venezuela with the aim of ensuring the peace and stability of our region. However, we have made it consistently clear that on the issue of our border, the controversy in relation to our border, that is before the ICJ, and that is where it will be settled. Now, not only did the 1899 award provided for a full and complete settlement, but the Geneva Agreement allowed for the UN Secretary General to determine a place where this controversy will be settled. The UNSG is the one who determined that the ICJ is that place, and Guyana is committed to the process of the ICJ and the outcome of the ICJ. Further, over the last number of days and weeks, I've had requests from Brazil, CELAC, through the presidency of CELAC, the chairman of CARICOM, and CARICOM itself, that notwithstanding Guyana's position, which they support fully, they requested that I have a conversation with Venezuela. It's made it very clear to them that we have no objections to a conversation, but on the issue of the border controversy, our position is very clear. In the interests of regionalism, in the interests of peace and stability, good neighborly relations, the coexistence of two countries sharing a border, Guyana is always up for any action that would enhance relationship. Two nights ago, CARICOM has convened an emergency meeting in which a meeting was proposed with President Maduro in St. Vincent, with CARICOM, Prime Minister Gonzalez convening, and the President of Brazil being observers to that meeting. I immediately consulted with all stakeholders, our lawyers, our technical team, our agents, officials from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and I had a conversation with the leader of the opposition, updating all of them on the development and having discussions around different ideas. After these consultations, meetings, I agreed that Guyana will participate and I will participate in a meeting on Thursday. In that meeting, we'll have a conversation with President Maduro. I've made it very clear that on the issue of the border controversy, Guyana's position is non-negotiable. That is, this is before the ICJ. We expect that good sense will prevail and the commitment to peace, stability, the threat of disruption will cease, and I assure all Guyanese, all our investors, our development in all 10 of our administrative regions, all 3 of our counties will continue unimpeded. Continue to push our investment, our investors, to work aggressively to bring prosperity to our country and by extension to our region. I want to also say that our collaboration and cooperation, social cooperation, developmental cooperation, and defense cooperation, our training exchange program will continue as planned. Our joint operations will continue as planned as we strengthen every system in our country, as we work towards ensuring Guyana's territorial integrity and sovereignty is never compromised. We do so with every hope of maintaining peaceful environment in which every country in this region can coexist in accordance with international laws and principles in respect of each other without the threat of force or use of force. We, as a country and as a people, and our allies and friends, always believe that we must stand on the side of what is right. We must always stand on the side of principles. And we must uphold the principle that defines us as law-abiding citizens and country. As citizens and country that abide by international norms and laws, that seek to achieve our development in a peaceful, sustainable manner. So, in arriving at the decision to hold conversation on Thursday, I have had the opportunity to consult and talk with our lawyers, our technical people, our advisors, our diplomats, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the leader of the opposition, and I believe, and I assure all Guyanese, that I will do everything to ensure the peaceful defense and protection of all of our country. Peaceful defense and protection of our borders, and ensuring that, like Demerara and Berbice, the development, security, peace, and advancement of Essequibo is never compromised. All our counties, every one of our region, will continue to prosper. As we continue to reflect today on the lives of our great men, let us remember that their life was part of this period in the history of our country. Their lives and this period in the history of our country is connected in a very special way. Let their honor, their bravery, let their lives be part of the inspiration that will lift us up in victory, that will lift us up together in admiration by the way we conduct ourselves. Lift us up by example in the way we defend our Essequibo. I go to these talks with the full support of every Guyanese, and I assure every Guyanese that with your strength, with your support, with our total commitment, victory will come. as we continue to abide by international rules and international norms, and as we continue to trust global institutions and work with the ICJ as they determine the merits of the case. May God bless you, bless our country, bless the families of our brave servicemen. Lift them up in peace, strengthen them in faith, and give to them the patience to understand this, your will. Bless us as a nation, protect us as a nation, inspire us as a nation, guide us as a nation, and let us as a nation understand that there is no greater plan than your plan, and that as a people, once we stand on the side of principle and stand for what is right with our good friends and allies, who we also pray for, we will always be victorious. Thank you, and God bless you.